Don't you just love it when you get a new parcel in? I know I do. This is it. This is a new piece of kit for my photography, and it should also help with my YouTube and VidMe stuff as well. Can you guess what it is? You don't have to guess because you've read the title, didn't you? Right, first off, okay, this is just a unboxing and first look, first impressions type thing. I've got to say, first thing that I notice is the unusual shape. And that's because of the nature of what's in this kit. This was going for about £99.99 because it basically has multiple pieces of equipment that a slightly cheaper version of the same product wouldn't have actually had, and we'll go into what those were later. But the first thing that we notice is, of course, it's a nice shiny blue sort of reflective type thing, and they've obviously stuck everything on because these are two separate parcels, but they've managed to put everything together quite nicely. But let's just see what this is. Oh, it opens so nicely and easily. Oh, look, we've got a small box from Neewer. We've got a much larger box from Neewer, and it even has a picture of what's inside the box. Oh, yes. I've been wanting one of these for a while, one of these light ring type things, but I didn't just want to get one by itself. I wanted to go out and splash a bit more money on stuff, such as whatever's in this box here, which feels quite light compared to the weight of that, which is actually quite light in its own right, but it's far heavier than that smaller box. Then we've got this box here, which is in a separate box. You can probably guess what it is, especially given it's included in the title of the video. Come on. They've done such a good job with keeping this all wrapped up nicely. I can't get into it. I should have brought a knife. And that's just starting to slide off like a used condom with a flaccid... You know what. Yeah. Absolutely nothing on this box to give any hint or tip as to what it might be. But on the other side, of this box, we've got an orange bit here, and we've even got a little handle to allow you to carry it like so. Right, I'm kind of more curious to what's in this little box first and foremost. It opens up quite easily, and it's a little bag of some sort. At least I hope it's a little bag. It could otherwise be perhaps the world's smallest pair of underpants. And is indeed... Oh, it's not a little bag, it's some sort of reflective protector type gear. So this is something that will fit around this lovely little hoop lamp type thing. Let's get this open because this is... Well, actually no, let's leave that for now because that's the main coup de grace. How do we open this one up? Not easily is the answer. At times I wish I'd brought a knife with me. Hang on. I may not have a knife on me, but I do have a pair of scissors. Not really meant for this kind of work, but never mind. Ha! There we go, it's open. Let's see now, what have we got in here? Good Lord, it's in there tight. Alright, we have a little carry bag. Quite a nice oblong type design here. Scissors put away somewhere nice. So we've got a little carry strap. We've got a zip over here. We've got nothing too secure beyond that. It only goes so far. And then we have a new tripod. Now this looks pretty much identical to the ones I've already got for my background stand. There does look to be a few slight differences. But the beauty of these things are that these can be used quite nicely with camera equipment and whatnot to allow you to use a variety of different things on. You can have light fittings on these things, you can have microphones on them, you can have cameras on them, you can have this sort of light attachment on as well. Now if you've seen any examples of these things in action anywhere, they generally fit on top of something like this and then have some sort of other adapter to allow things like the camera to fit in as well, which makes some sense when you think about it. But yeah, as far as I can tell, in general this looks nigh on identical in all regards or at least in general regards to what I've already got for my background stands. It's a bit on the stiff side, and somehow there's a bit of dust on it, which is weird given how it's just literally came out of the cellophane bags. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. But where did it get all that dust when it's been inside the cellophane bag? Maybe if I unfasten that, maybe that'll help. No, that doesn't seem to be doing anything right at this point. Hang on, I'm going to have to put it off camera to try to get this set up. No, for some reason at the moment that seems to be it. It shouldn't be it, it should actually extend a bit further outwards, but you know, that's probably just wear and tear. It's brand new, although it's covered in dust for some reason in some areas, but not in others, despite having been sealed away in a bag. That said, these extending poles seem to extend quite nicely. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit weak at the moment. I've had a bit of a busy day out and about doing photography stuff. At the moment it's a hobby, who knows, in the future it might be a career. Who knows? It's a dream, but it's a dream worth having. Right, let's just put this to one side, away and behind the camera. I can obviously play around with that later to my heart's content. Try to unfasten it and sort things out a bit more. But right now we're going with the coup de grace. I've already managed to ruin the top lid. Not that thing that matters, because look, it comes with its own bag and its own carry case. Doesn't look like there's anything else in the box, so yeah, this is all from Neewer. It's all part of their own kit. We've got zips around there. Do we have anything else in the back? No, there's nothing else to indicate any other hidden paraphernalia. We've got one of these handles like sort of velcros in place and so on, and then we have the proper coup de grace itself. What is this? Made in China black hot shoe cradle head. I've been wanting one of these for a while as well. And what is this? White easy adjust smartphone holder. I've not actually been wanting one of these, but never mind. It's something good to have no matter what. These must be the instructions in various different languages. Dear customer, thank you for your recent purchase. My name is Jun Wang and I am the president of Neewer Technology. Our team is committed to your 100% satisfaction and we want to know if we met that goal. If for any reason whatsoever you are not able to leave us 5 out of 5 feedback, please email me at vip@neewer.com with your order number and comments, and I will do whatever I need to do to fix the problem, including taking the product back for a full refund. Your 100% satisfaction is my responsibility. Right, that's not bad at all. That's quite nice. Not that I think I'm going to really have any problems in that regard, but let's just see. We've got a UK plug. Looks like a decent amount of cable. And then we've got the ring itself. Aha. Now that looks good to me. I've obviously got my wide angle lens in because I wanted to be able to take as much in as possible of this. We've got a nice little adjusting section here so that you can position it whichever way you want. That obviously allows things to screw in that way. And we've got all this cable as well. Let's just see how much cable we've got first and foremost. Because I've heard stories that these cables are supposed to be ridiculously short, but that's going to be about maybe a little short of 2 meters. But at some point I've also managed to nudge my thumb, the skin just around the nail there, and I'm bleeding ever so slightly. Not that that'll make any difference. But here we have the actual light itself, and you can see that's where the connection bits are. Looks like you've got plastic sections here to hold it in place. Nice little bit of reflection going on in the back there. Hot shoe mount adapter there so that you can fit something else. Yeah, that looks quite good. I'll have to give that a little test towards the end of the video itself. Is there anything else hidden in the box here? No, it's otherwise quite a nice looking strong bag. And the fact that it's got all of this packaging stuff in to store the actual bulb itself when it's not in use, that'll become quite handy in letting it keep its shape. There's also some sort of material in here to help pad things out and protect the top as well, although you are keeping that sword bulb down, which is obviously a very good idea. Silica, as you would expect. Let's take a look at these two things. So what is this? This is the adapter for the mobile phone. Not that I plan on using this, to be honest, but you never know. Emergencies might come in handy. Not quite seeing how you use this, to be honest. It's supposed to be a cradle for a mobile phone, I suppose, but so it can extend out. It's like that, and it's on a spring. So obviously you just put your phone in like that, snap in place, and then screw it in place with either one of these. Might be handy with for an emergency sort of situation, I suppose. If you have lost your main camera, and your main camera's out of juice, and you need to record anyhow. Be a bit amateurish look, I suppose, with it being on a mobile phone. Then we have the adapter here. Now I've been wanting one of these for a while, well, specifically for my monopod, because there are obviously limits to the use of the monopod. Oh, it comes with an Allen key. There must be some reason for that. That looks like it does a good job of manoeuvring around a bit. Yeah, you should be able to use both portrait and landscape type positions no matter what. That looks quite versatile. We'll know better when we've got everything fixed up and so on. Right, now I don't have a spare camera with me at this point in time, but I've only got this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a jump cut. I'm going to set all this up and then probably freehand with this particular camera, or maybe not. I'll decide that later on once I'm all done. But in the meantime, jump cutting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so as you can see, I have a burning ring of light to my right here, and I'm just going to demonstrate how good it is by just stepping in front of it like so. And you can see, yeah, it's doing a very good job of completely blinding everybody with the reflection of my own skin, because I am, at the end of the day, a pasty Englishman. Very pasty. Thankfully there is a dimmer switch around here somewhere, but it only turns it off. Yeah, you've got 2 settings on this dimmer, on and off, and that seems to be about it. Now it's also, because of the way the power goes, you might be able to see this, you might not. I can certainly see on my little screen to the side, around right here, we're getting a sort of reflection of the light itself. I'm just going to turn it off this time. Yeah, I've got no other light on. This is literally it. I've even got curtains drawn that way as well, so there's no light coming in whatsoever. When the power starts coming in, it basically slowly fills everything up. And I can actually feel the heat coming off that already. Yeah, it's quite hot. I'm just ever so lightly, gingerly touching it, but it takes a little while to actually fill up everything with light as the power builds up. That might just be because it's the first couple of times I've turned this on. That might very well change as time goes on. At the end of the day, this is a fluorescent bulb, so it will presumably follow the rules of fluorescent bulbs. I've just noticed there's some writing here, but the way the bulb's been put in, it's not facing us, it's facing away. You'd have to take everything off the stand and whatnot to be able to read it, or take it out and put it back in again. As far as the adjustable head here is concerned, it does a great little job. You've got full freedom of movement here. You've just got to fasten it and unfasten it to be in whatever position you want it to be. Once it's actually in place, then you can sort of adjust it a little bit there. That's presumably what the Allen key is there for, to allow you to secure it in place a bit more, because otherwise it's just free rotation. You've got to take this all the way off first before you can actually change the position of this, which is a little annoying. I'll come back to that later. And then you've got the various adjustments here. You've got this knob here to allow you to change the angle, which means I can go worryingly low. In fact, let's just there and just put some light on this away. And you can see more halos that way. That's a nice little effect. It'll be interesting to see if that actually does show up in the final recording. Then we also have, obviously, the adjustment bulb. Tell you what, let's turn this off. Then we also have, just underneath it, the other knob to allow you to take it off. And we can even turn it around. Now, I've seen other YouTubers suggest that you can do this, point this away from you to reflect light that way, you know, to sort of give a different backlight type effect. And that'll probably work a lot better against a different surface, such as the white background I have over there. And you can sort of see that my arm is vanishing into all of that light. That's what I get for being a pasty Englishman. But yeah, that works a lot better than, say, that does. If I stand in front of it like this, yeah, it does absolutely nothing. What if I stand in front of it like this and just sort of try to block the light out, like so? Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of experimentation, isn't it? But one thing I will show you. Okay, now that brings me on to this young thingamajig. Remember this? Now, when I first looked at this, once I had it all set up, I couldn't quite see an obvious way to get this onto here because it looks far too small. There is some elastic here, okay, so it's probably best if I do this. Watch my halo. Oh, there is some elastic here, there's no elastic here, but this whole bit is elasticated, so there's no real instructions in this regard as far as I'm aware. I'm just literally looking at this straight out of the box. But if we put it like over that, you can see straight away it's not doing much to really block the light out in any way, but we've got these little straps here which should in theory kind of sort of maybe do something. Not entirely sure of that. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a little jump cut again, and I'm just going to stand in front of the camera like this while I have the ring actually around the camera itself. And yeah, that is doing a very good job of completely screwing up the white balance. Yes, notice the pasty white Englishman. Yes, I am the obligatory pastry white Englishman. Well, there's one other idea I have here. And that's to do this. I've actually now positioned it that way so that the light is now facing behind the camera, and I can't see my screen at all because obviously the light is actually covering it, so I can't see anything unless of course I get really up close like this and then just sort of a look at my little helpful screen to the side, and it kind of looks okay. Maybe if I just do that for the time being. I'm just positioning myself the best I can to allow me to see what's on the screen. So obviously my eyes aren't making contact with yourselves, they're looking at the screen there, and it does look okay, but as this is a first impressions, just unboxing right out of the box, first impressions, I'm impressed with how bright it is. Disappointed at the dimmer switch, because when I read the instructions on the website on Amazon, it did say it was supposed to be a dimmer switch. As it is, it's really just an on and off switch. I've had to take the adjustable ballpoint mount thing off for the time being, because otherwise you would just have something blocking your view here. But I think with a little bit of trial and error, some practice and whatnot, I might just be able to make some good use out of this. It might be a bit difficult to do vlogs and whatnot this way, and maybe I have this behind the camera in some regards. I'm not sure yet. But first impressions, I'm actually kind of blown away. Stay around for second impressions at some point and Deja reviewed. Yeah, that was pathetic. And obviously for other reviews and whatnot and so on and so forth, let me know your thoughts. You know where the comment section is. Unless YouTube's put it over there for some reason, or up there, or they've finally removed them altogether for whatever reason. There's various paranoid conspiracy theories going on in that regard. If you're watching on VidMe, you know where to put it. And if you're watching anything else, chances are there's going to be some sort of comment section below. Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Minds, anywhere. Yeah, I'll just call it quits at that. Quit while I'm still behind. Bye, bye.